Join me, Mark Windows, for Windows on the World live every Sunday 9 to 11 PM GMT. Check out our archive and programme stream at windowsontheworld.net. Okay, so we're going to talk about the merger of Notting Hill and Genesis Housing, which basically are creating a conglomerate, I suppose you could call it, and they're merging with a different kind of strategy. In other words, they're not actually what they were set up to do in the first place, if that's my understanding of it, Piers. Is that correct?
That is correct. It's a real monstrosity, this merger. Notting Hill Housing Association, or Notting Hill Housing Trust, and Genesis Housing Association are both quite large organisations. Notting Hill Housing Trust is the biggest by far. And they want to merge in order to have, it would seem, a bigger capital base whereby they can issue bonds on the money markets and raise money. But then you ask, well, what for? And you realise that in the process of merging, they're changing their rules and basis of operation. Genesis already builds no more social housing at all. Notting Hill Housing Trust is now reducing the role of social housing from their key role to an activity within their basic business. Their business is now of building and managing housing, including social housing. That's all it says about social housing, which means they don't have to build any more anyway, and they could just sell it off as part of a business development. And in terms of what they're doing about their governance, they're changing the basis of shareholders or board members or both to ones which, instead of being elected somehow by residents, they are completely appointed by the existing management structure and existing board members. So what we now have, instead of what we call nice housing associations, we have a massive conglomerate into what we should reasonably describe as a social cleansing oligarchy. Well, I would say, please turn up to the inquiry. You'll learn a lot, and there will be demonstration actions ongoing, whatever the outcome, because the people on the Aylesbury will never give up, and we're going to stop this monstrous anti-democratic social cleansing plan in the name of everybody in the Aylesbury estate, in Southwark and in London.
Very interesting that a few spanners are getting thrown into the works there. Thanks a lot, Piers.
Thank you.
Join me, Mark Windows, for Windows on the World live every Sunday 9 to 11 PM GMT. Check out our archive and programme stream at windowsontheworld.net.